Pisces, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you like the video, as it truly does help my channel. It also circulates the video so others get their messages, so thank you. I want to remind everyone that it is a general reading. Although it is going to resonate completely for some of you, it won't for all of you. So take what does resonate, that's yours, and check your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well, because that'll give you a bigger, more broader, well-rounded answer to the information here. Now this reading is Spirit wants you to know why you're on this path, Pisces, and where it's leading you. And the first card we're going to get is a motivation manifesto, and I don't know if we're going to get a second one. This one dropped out. Spirit wants me to use this one, so we're going to. This is the why you're on this path, okay? Freedom and victory belong to those who remain strong and true despite temptation. So you're learning that you need to stay strong and true to you, to what you want, to the direction you want to go in, despite temptation to go in a different direction, okay? This is all about your freedom and your success or your victory. But you've got to stay true and strong. This is about trusting and believing and having faith. Not only in yourself, but in the universe, spirit, okay? Now we're going to get a soul's journey card, and that's going to be where it's leading you. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got this backwards. This goes over here. Sorry, guys. This is where... Okay, we're going to get a soul's journey card. This is going to tell you why you're on this path. And then we're going to get a motivation manifesto card. That's going to be where it's leading you, okay? Okay. Ooh, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I don't feel this has anything to do with blame. It's more the sentence that comes with blame. It's you accepting responsibility for your own well-being. So this is why you're on this path. Either you have accepted responsibility for your well-being and you're now on this path for health, wellness, spiritual growth, you know? So this is the card. We did this backwards, but this is the card that came out for Motivation Manifesto. So yeah, this is remaining strong and true to you. And it's in regards to accepting the responsibility for your well-being. And that can be anything. It can be eating properly, exercising, meditating, spiritual growth. You know, those courses that you can take, those spiritual growth courses that you can take. We're going to find out more here because we're going to get more cards, but we'll get further answers for you. This is the Light Seers deck. Click on the title of this video. It'll drop down the description box. And in that description box, you will find all the decks that I'm using here, the links to them. The link to your extended version is down there as well. And here we go. Oh, wow. Nice, Pisces. Knight of Cups. This could be you, a young Pisces, male or female. But the Knight of Cups, this is, you know, this is who rides in on that, the knight in shining armor, rides in on that white horse. This is either you moving toward and offering your love to somebody, or somebody coming to you and offering their love to you. So this, I'm gonna make sure you guys can see these. This is part of this information here, right? So this is needing to happen to get to this place over here, because the bottom card here, when we get down here, that is going to be part of, so far, it's been part of the why you're on this path and where you're headed, along with these two cards, okay? And you've got the Two of Swords. Yeah, because you didn't know where to go, what to do, what direction to take, which way to turn. You were confused. I feel a lot of, oh my God, people, situations, like these two birds here, just going at her. And she can't see where they're at. She can't see when they're coming at her. She can't see when they're about to hit her. That's no forward movement. That's a stalemate. That's being stuck in place. So this is where you wanted to go. That's where you were at. Ooh, the sun, the happiest place on earth, the happiest place or happiest card in the deck. This is the Leo card. Your person could be a Leo. I don't use these as people cards, so I use the King, Queens, and Knights. And no, not, well, the Pages to some degree, but that's children mostly. Wow, so you're having to get past this, and I think that's why. That's why you're being placed on this particular path. Yeah, death and rebirth. You're needing to let something go. You're needing to have something end so that you can have that new beginning. I'm kind of I'm in a strange place here where your cards are concerned, because you start out with the Knight of Cups, and then you move into this place of confusion, being stuck because you don't have enough information, you can't see where you're going, and there are obstacles that you're literally tripping over, trying to get to the sun, and then you end up in this place of death and rebirth. I'm gonna say that this next deck is gonna help us figure this out. You may already know what this is about, but this is pretty confusing for me right now. So we're gonna get some Gaia Oracle cards that are going to splice everything together, hopefully. Okay, I think I know where this is going, but I'm gonna, give me a second here. This is where you wanted to go. This is you remaining strong and true, despite temptation. This is temptation. This is strong and true, and this is temptation. This is, let's get more cards. Wow, this is, I don't remember having one like this, a reading like this before. Now you've got the Flame Tree. This is card number 30, which breaks down to a 3, which is all about your growth, your evolution. Death and rebirth, right? This is about your growth, the start of something new. Now, this card sits on top of the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords. So this could be something that did start, but it took you to a place of confusion and stalemate and feeling stuck because you just couldn't see your way forward here in this new beginning. There were obstacles everywhere, is what it feels like to me. You kept tripping over, literally tripping over the obstacles that were placed in front of you. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Oh, geez, there goes my stomach. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, your next card is the message. Card number 28. I'm going to take a drink. Maybe that'll help. Hang on. Okay. 28 breaks down to a 10, which is all about endings. It's like the death card, right? Because it also breaks down to a 1, which is new beginnings. And it's the message. Positive news, positive outcome. Now this sits on top of the 2 of Swords and the Sun. So from this comes positive news and a positive outcome. And that's why we move into the Sun. This is so strange. I hope you guys know what this is all about, because it's not making any sense to me yet. Help me out here, Spirit. Oh, this is the temptation. How is that temptation? You have the start of something new here. And you have a message that brings positive news and a positive outcome. That's why it's on the Sun card, because it's almost like it's a detour here. Spirit is showing me you start out here at the Knight of Cups, and then you need to take a detour, the start of something new, positive news, positive outcome. You're detouring around this for some reason. I don't know what that is. Maybe you do. It's you remaining strong and true, bypassing this stalemate, it's a darkness. It's, you know, she's blindfolded, right? She's got black birds coming at her. She can't see them coming because she's blindfolded. She doesn't know how to protect herself with her hands and her arms because she can't see when they're coming at her. She just knows they're there because they're pecking at her head or whatever they're doing. This could be temptation, and it takes you in the wrong direction. And that's why you have this detour here. So if you feel like you're being moved out of alignment, so to speak, that's why. Spirit is guiding you on a path, the path of least resistance. This is the path of full-on resistance, because you've got these birds at you. That's full resistance. That could be you resisting the movement forward. That could be you not accepting responsibility for your well-being. That could be you not remaining strong and true, moving in this direction. Spirit is steering you on this path. It's a detour, and it takes you to this rebirth. It's the ending of this kind of situation. One more card. Card number 12, which breaks down to a 3. Again, it's about your growth, your evolution, your rebirth, your death and rebirth. Passion, it's Sacred Heart. And look at it, it's the same as the back of the card. Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. That's where you're headed. This sits on the Sun card and the Death and Rebirth card. That is your detour. It's taking you someplace absolutely beautiful. I want to know what that is. You'll have to leave in the comments, Pisces, what this is. The temptation right here. It should be the Devil card in my mind, but this is the temptation. If you chase your temptation, that's where you end up. If you follow the guidance and the detour, you end up in is such a crazy, beautiful place. Okay, so now we're going to get Heal Yourself cards and see if they can give us any more information here. What a cool, like this detour. I've never had that in a reading. That is so cool. Okay, first card. Number 34 breaks down to a 7, which is divine guidance, divine intervention, divine timing, and it's entrapment. It sits underneath the 2 of Swords. That 2 of Swords, that is such a bad direction for you to go in. That's why you're being moved off that path and around. See, that is an obstacle. Like I said, you're tripping over obstacles. This is a path of most resistance. This is the path you're being guided to, and it's the path of least resistance. Because on this path, you have entrapment, whether it's by others or yourself. And look at it. Yeah, it's entrapment. You're stuck. You can't move forward. You can't see. And you've got blockades and obstacles and nothing good, that's for sure. So you can only blame yourself if you move in this direction. You will still get to the sun. You will still get to that death and rebirth, which brings passion, love, and spiritual communion. But it's the harder way to go. So that's why you're on this path. Now this sits on top of the start of something new and positive news, positive outcome. But it sits underneath the 2 of Swords, and Spirit is connecting those two, okay? So this is absolutely the wrong direction. Not the wrong, the longer, more difficult direction, because there's so much darkness there. So much darkness. Card number 32, Phoenix Rising. 32, it breaks down to a 5. It's all about change and conflict. Now this sits on the positive news, positive outcome card and the Sacred Heart, passion, love, spiritual communion. And look at, this is the death and rebirth, the Sacred Heart, Phoenix Rising. You will get to the same place, but look at how much longer it takes. You can go this way and be there, or you can go this way, which brings you down here, across here, and then up here. This is the most interesting way that Spirit has ever given me that kind of a message, I gotta say. It's crazy. Okay, so now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. You are headed for some kind of special, passionate, romantic situation. This is where you're being led to. This is the easy way, the quick way. This is the hard way. Harder way, the slower way. Okay, now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card. See the bigger picture. 12-12. This detour, Spirit is telling me, is not going to look like the right direction for you. follow your guidance, follow your intuition, okay? Because it is the right direction. They're both the right direction. It doesn't matter which way you choose to go. You're going to get to the outcome. It's just that this way is going to be exhausting. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to take a lot longer than the way you're being guided. And if you want to understand it better, try to see the bigger picture. Try to see it through the eyes of your soul rather than through the eyes of you, the human. When I created this deck, I'd been seeing a bunch of different numbers randomly, but a lot. And I wanted to know what they meant. So I asked my guides, and whatever they gave me is what I put on the cards, okay? About half of this deck is numbered. But when you see 1212, it's a message to see the bigger picture. See it through the eyes of your soul. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card. Balance is necessary now. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. And see, if you go straight, there's no balance there. Coming this way, there's nothing but balance. It'll be so smooth. So smooth. And quick. And pain-free. Frustration-free. Okay, now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card. And I did this out of order. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Spirit didn't let me know. This Island Time Wellness is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be down here because this is where you're being led to. But maybe Spirit wants it to be this time. Let's see. Acts. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Okay, I get this now. Spirit wants to show you the longer journey and the shorter journey. Wow, I am blown away. Okay, so this is what I'm being told. This needed to go here because this is further up. So this is the shorter distance. This is the shorter path. So less resistance, right? The path of least resistance. It's shorter in time. This looks shorter because this is a detour. And it seems to have more distance to it, but it's shorter time-wise. And it's so much easier because there's no frustration, there's no anger, there's no negative obstacles and being attacked and all of that, okay? So if you go this way, this is where you end up very quickly. And you are going to end up there the other way as well, but the other way takes you here to this negative, this stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. It's this. It's the stalemate. It's maybe if you move forward, you end up breaking up. And maybe the breakup is always meant to happen because that's the death and rebirth here and starting something new. Maybe you break up anyways, but breaking up this way is going to be really hard, ridiculously hurtful, painful, frustrating. It's a nasty breakup that way, if it's a breakup at all. For some of you, going this direction, you avoid the breakup You detour yourself past the breakup, and you're able to start new in this situation. Some of you, it is a breakup, no matter which way you choose to go. But this way is easier. There's less resistance. There's less of, the silent treatment, the patterns, the hurtful things that take place in a breakup. Wow. This is unbelievable. Now, sorry guys, if you do go this way, you end up here in this beautiful romance. And this could be with the person you're already with, but because you take the detour to the death and rebirth, you bypass this horrible, horrible breakup, this horrible emotional situation that you could end up in. Now, I want to point out, this breakup, you already know it's coming, okay? If it's a situation where it's definitely breaking up, you already know it needs to. If you're in a great relationship right now, take the detour, because if you don't, it's going to cause a lot of fighting. Maybe not a breakup, maybe not a separation, but there's going to be silent treatment. There's going to be some kind of emotional patterning. It's going to slow things down. It's going to be painful. Some of you are breaking up and you know it. Some of you are maybe breaking up and don't need to because you're moving forward at the wrong time, in the wrong direction. And then you play the blame game. Remain strong and true despite temptation, Pisces, because that's what's going to take you on the detour. Okay, I hope this resonated. I am going to take it into the extended now. I'm going to ask your guides and spirit how you're going to know. Like, how do I know? How does Pisces know what the detour is and when to take it and how to take it? We're going to do that in the extended, okay? So the link is down below. Those of you that are going over, I will see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.